I can confirm that the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5 is getting a rear windshield wiper. Hey everybody, it's the Ioniq guy. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Corbin and I cover everything related to Hyundai, Kia, Genesis EVs. And we've got some spy photos courtesy of AutoSpy, and these photos show something that owners have been asking for since the car pretty much came out. And that is a rear windshield wiper. Now this is a trend that's pretty common across all automakers right now. Automakers are claiming that the windshield wiper creates drag, thus decreasing efficiency of EVs when range is really critical and the overall efficiency of the car is pretty key to getting good range. I see routinely in the comment sections of my videos that people's biggest gripe with their Ioniq 5 is the fact that there's no wiper. And the rain gets splattered on it, the snow cakes up on it, dirt, grime, what have you, all builds up on the rear window, and then eventually you can't see out of it without actually cleaning it by hand. And I can attest to this. During the winter time here, all that road salt and grime gets caked on there, and you really do have to clean it on almost a weekly basis if you want to have any visibility out of it. Now, some will argue, use your side mirrors. Yes, obviously you can use your side mirrors, but it is still nice. Having recently driven the electrified Genesis GV70, which does have a rear window wiper, I can attest that it is just so nice to have one. You don't need it all the time, but just the idea that you can just give it a quick flick, get some washer fluid on that window, clean it really quickly, it's just nice having it. So thanks to these spy photos out of Korea, we can now confirm that the 2025 mid-cycle refresh of the Hyundai Ioniq 5 is going to have a rear wiper. Unless this is some outlandish stunt on Hyundai's part trying to dupe us, you can see here that there is a windshield wiper underneath this camouflage of an Ioniq 5 test mule. And it actually looks like a pretty big windshield wiper. Usually they're these little stubby guys. This one actually looks decently long, which is kind of interesting. So yes, if you want an Ioniq 5, but the lack of rear windshield wiper is kind of turning you off, you might want to wait until next fall when this is going to go on sale here in the United States and all over the rest of the world. But along with these photos of the rear window, we also get a look at the front of the car, as well as these new wheels that we have seen on multiple test mules that have been spotted out on the roads. So you can see these new wheels are very flat with these grooves in them. They're okay. I personally like the look of the current 20s. I can't tell from the tires here what size these are, but they do look like they are probably the 20s. Maybe they're more aerodynamic, but I think the current wheels look better. These will certainly be much easier to clean, which is a good thing. Being that this car is photographed in Korea, it makes sense that you have the digital side mirrors because those are legal there. They are not legal under our laws and regulations here in the United States. No car can do that at this point in time. But I did recently put out a video showing some of the other changes coming to the front end and the rear end of the Ioniq 5 for 2025, and you can check out that video in the description or at the end of this video. Basically, front end, back end, getting some tweaks. We have no idea what the interior is going to look like, but it is presumed that the 2025 will have the updated infotainment system that's currently rolling out on all their new releases. Fingers crossed that it will get the same over-the-air software updates that the Ioniq 6 is capable of doing. That would be really nice. Hopefully we see some efficiency updates to the car's drivetrain, maybe a bigger battery pack. Anything could possibly happen next year. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, really good to see that Hyundai's actually listening to customer complaints here and putting a rear wiper on the car. I would happily sacrifice a few miles of range for having that wiper. Now be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you think should be in this mid-cycle refresh as well. But yeah, if you have not seen my video on the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5 that was spotted in the US a few weeks ago, you can click the link here and check that out. There's also a link in the description. But if you like today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.